Yo, what up? What up? What up? What up? Back with another sports podcast for the week, man. Every Wednesday, be ready. Check out what's me and OG Rob. You know what I'm saying, on the ones and twos. Listen, man. We got a lot of sports talks to talk about, man. Not DJ, but Aaron Rodgers, Metcalf throwing the ball to each other. Is Aaron Rodgers going to the Steelers? I don't know. We gonna talk about it. John Morant with his fingers doing the emoji again. Have he learned his lesson? Have he not? I don't know. He's showing I'm not going to say the word, but he's showing the emoji that rhymes with something like, you know what I'm saying? So we got to talk about that too, John Morant. We got to talk about that too. Right here, me and OG Rob, man, we going to talk about this right after the intro. Hey, what's up, guys? This your boy LD.
Shout out to Likeable
And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue.
It's your boy Drew. Shout out LD the King.
Likeable Dialogue. Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
Hey, what's up, guys? This your boy LD.
The Kid.
And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Yo, man, we got OG Rob live in the building, man. We got to talk about sports, man. OG, what up with you?
That maintaining. What's the deal?
Man, chilling, man. What's up, man? So where should we start today, man? Should we start with John Morant and these signs that he's doing? Should we start with Aaron Rodgers not signing with the Steelers, still hoping that Minnesota come through for him and in some sort of kind of way? Where should we start today, OG? That is the question. Where should we start?
Let's start with John Morant. Let's talk about this youngster right here.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Actually, and I'm gonna let you start it off, and then I'm gonna get his picture on there, so people can see and what we're referring to as far as like, look, this guy John Morant, like, come on, dude. You in the NBA, dude. Like, come on, man. Go ahead, OG. Take it over.
He's young. He's still young. He has not learned his lesson. It's gonna take something. He's gonna have to be punished for his actions. See, right? He got off easy. The commissioner let him off easy. And a year later, a couple years, you still doing the same thing. That's that childish mentality. Yeah, you got a lot of money. You making a lot of money, but he's also young at the same time. He don't know yet.
But is that an excuse though, man? Like, you're young.
It's not an excuse, but when you young at that age, you have a childish mentality. John Morant is what, 24, 25?
Yeah.
You know, so he's still young. He hadn't registered it with him yet.
I mean, but how long is it supposed to register? Dude, you in the NBA. They damn near took everything away from you in the beginning. You only have to tell me once about my money. You only got to tell me once about my money. One time about my money. And
one time.
And for me to get some act right. One time.
When you was in those videos, 2 videos came out which you told you had a switch, with them youngsters called it a switch.
Yeah.
In your hand twice. And your homeboy tried to save you the second time. And so now you doing the emojis. Like, come on, it's like he haven't learned his lesson yet.
Yeah, he definitely.
It could be innocent, you know, but it's just the thought of you doing the emojis. It's like, come on, Morant, you in the NBA, dog. You're a professional now. You need to act like a professional.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah, it's just, you know, for John Morant, man, it's like, bro, like, how many times are you going to get caught up with this? I don't care if somebody did it to you first. Like, this hand gesture right here by John Morant is diabolical. It's just, It's just uncalled for. Dude, you're in the NBA. And this is the hand gesture that you use.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
just diabolical, man. Like how many endorsements, how many anything and everything, how many are you going to lose until you figure it out? Like, man, this is not it, my brother. Like, this is not it. This is not what you're supposed to be doing.
No,
This is
it's
not
not.
it.
But like I said, he's still young. He still got a lot of mental growth. He still got a lot of mental growth to do.
Right.
But you'll lose everything. You'll lose it. If this was if it was David Stern, none of this will be going on.
Uh-huh.
If it was David Stern still commissioner of the NBA, all that what's going on, it wouldn't be going on. John Morant would have been suspended.
Yeah.
He probably would have been out the NBA.
Yeah. Do you think it's how much more grace period do you see the NBA giving John Morant when concerning this particular issue?
He had one more time.
And including this,
He had one more time. That's it. That's it.
I did see that they are investigating this situation.
Yeah.
Those of y'all that are watching, man, make sure y'all smash that like button, man. Smash that like button for the live, man. Smash the like button.
Yeah,
It
they
helps the channel grow.
investigating. This might be his last time, or they might give him another warning, or they even might suspend him a few games.
Yeah, man, they need to. My boy DT say we in the building. Shout out to my boy DT. Oh, you know what? I didn't even post it on I need to post it on Instagram too. But yeah, man, I just feel like, man, this whole John Morant situation, bro, you are a leader to the you are a leader, man. And you are a leader and you need to make better decisions, man. As a leader, as kids, they grow up to you, they looking up to you. You need to make better decisions, man. You just have to make better decisions.
Yeah.
And showing that type of gesture is not a good decision. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't a good look.
It definitely wasn't
It
a good
wasn't
look.
a good look.
Especially after what you done been through already. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, they didn't. It's like a little kid, right? It's like a little kid. They didn't already spanked his hand once and told him, "Hey, man, don't touch that plug." And then you go back and you retouch the plug again. Like, dude, like, stop it. You know?
Yeah. And the sad part about it, LD, John Morant could be the face of the league. He could be. He can be.
He could have been for sure.
You know what I mean? But now you getting yourself in situations where you jeopardize your paycheck, you jeopardize your career. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So after basketball, what are you gonna do outside of basketball? What, you got a few businesses? I hope he invests his money well.
Yeah. For those of y'all that don't know what we're talking about right now, that are maybe just now tuning in, we're talking about John Morant's hand gesture that went viral again, man. He showed a hand gesture to the bench. I just don't understand the whole thug or the whole mentality of I don't understand the whole mentality, man.
And that's the problem with these youngsters. They want to be thugs. They want to, and you're not. The sad part about it, LD, is that half of these kids, they don't know what it's like to be in the hood. They don't know what it's like growing up in that type of environment.
Right.
They don't know what it's like being out on the streets. They don't know what it's like being homeless. They don't know what it's like starving. But yet they wanna gravitate to that particular lifestyle.
Right.
That lifestyle is not to be glorified.
It really ain't, man. But you know what? What do you think that is like? Like you said, he's young, right? like you said, he's young and he's you said he's young and he's still immature, still has room to grow, right?
Right.
What do you think is causing so many young men to go down this route to want to be that and show these hand gestures and things of that nature? What do you think it is?
Because they want to be they want to be part of that game, that thug man, that hood, that thug culture. They want to be
Right,
part of that gang culture. They, like I said, the youngsters, they gravitate to that gang culture.
right,
Take from me, from someone who's been in it, been done it. That is not something to gravitate to. You're gonna end up two places:
yeah,
in prison or in the graveyard. Period.
right,
That's
right.
I don't get it why they wanna be in that environment and you're not even from that environment.
Right. Yo,
You
Joe,
know?
did he grow up in private school?
Yeah.
Shout out to Likeable
He
Dialogue.
went to private school and he was like and he grew up in the suburbs, man. Let me get to my boy DT comments. My boy DT says Ja thought he wanted to be the face until he found out what that entails. He says that's why Ant Elwer says he don't want to be under the microscope. The and I seen that. That's what made me go back and say that. So yeah, man. He says Anthony Edwards wanted to didn't want it, and then Ja thought he wanted to be the face, but he didn't want to be under the microscope. Are you really? You either way it go, you still up under the microscope though, right?
Yeah, either way it goes, you're still up under my
They
because
still know what you doing,
because you are in the NBA
right?
and they paying you that type of money to play to dribble the basketball. So of course, with that comes stipulations.
Right.
That comes restrictions.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That you have to act now. You have to act a certain way because now you're a professional athlete. You
Right.
get paid for what you do for dribbling a basketball.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you like you said, you got kids looking up to you.
Right.
Kids that want to be Ja Morant.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So now you have to act accordingly.
Right.
I mean, that's just what it is. You have to act professionally. On and off the court. You know, a professional athlete do not have a private life.
Right. Right.
It don't matter where you go. You could be with your family. Somebody gonna recognize. Somebody gonna come up to you. You know, somebody gonna you do something bad, or you do something wrong, or you do something that's not. You're gonna be posted all over the internet.
Right.
You're gonna go viral. Take those
Oh,
hand
my bad.
gestures.
My bad. I accidentally took you out the screen. I was trying to show the Ja Morant, the Ja Morant pitch, and I accidentally took you out the screen. My bad.
He did the hand gestures. Oh, so now you gone viral.
Yeah. My boy DT says, I'll tell you from speaking with these kids, when I say coaching football, a lot of times these hand gestures don't mean anything to them. Right, but and you are right, and you are right. At times, sometimes it doesn't mean anything. But when you was warned already to stop making hand gestures like this in the NBA, right? And because you got caught with that, and you was on live with it, you was at the club with it allegedly. That takes, you got to start taking some accountability that you're an athlete and that you can't take those sort of kind of opportunities like that, man, to for that to go viral. He says when we are up under the same type of microscope, but to be the face of the league, we're talking LeBron level scrutiny. They're going to have shows about what time you went to bed. Damn.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's crazy, man. I feel like, man, the whole Ja Morant situation. I'm like, bro, man, you got to live that life alone, bro. Just leave it alone, man. Leave it alone.
But why
OG,
is it? But
Go
why
ahead.
even touch that lifestyle when you didn't grow up in that lifestyle? You wasn't a part of that lifestyle. Why now at a professional level at 24, 25, you want to try to embrace that lifestyle? That's just like some of these singers out here. Some of
Yeah.
these singers out here. You didn't
It-
grow
It's
up in no hood, but you want to claim a hood?
yeah, I think it's more so, bro. Honestly, I'm gonna say, OG, I think it's more so the music, man, the NBA young boys, like these people they listening to NBA young boy. You know what I mean? They listening to that music, man, and they want to talk about that culture, but really they not in that culture, but it's cool to be a part and talk about that culture and to make you feel like you're a part of that culture. You know,
Let's go back to, like I said, glorifying something that you don't even know nothing about.
right, true.
You know,
Um, do you think it's a lack of once it's a lack of like upbringing, right? I would say, do you think it's a lack of upbringing with some of these kids, or because like, okay, so like this is what I'm saying, OG. When I was in school, when I was in elementary, they told us to pull up your pants and put your belt on and tuck your shirt in. I don't know what the school is now. Like I see these kids now, they wearing sweatpants, they wearing their pajamas to school. You see what I'm saying? They weren't like, it's a difference. So we grew up with old school morals because the class before us was old school. Meanwhile, the younger generation now, it's like they growing up with they teachers are young people versus our teachers were like older people. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, I wouldn't say it's their upbringing. You understand? It's okay. You talk about me. Let me talk about me. My upbringing, it was rough. You dig what I'm saying? It was hard. You understand what I'm saying? I grew up. Of course, you already know my daddy wasn't there at all. He abandoned us when we was just babies.
Uh-huh.
You know, and half the time I don't see him. Half the time I see him. But he never was there for me. I gravitated to the streets.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? I hung around my cousin, and what they was involved in, I got involved in. I was 14 years old out there. I mean, I'm sure some people can relate. 14 years old out there on the block hustling.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? 14, and I got put down at Pay Park and Eastwood.
Ah. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. You gotta tell no locations.
Now they don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah.
Shout out to likable dialogue.
So I mean, my mother, she worked hard.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, we went homeless, but for like 6 months, living out my mom's car. I was in a sixth grade, seventh grade at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has a lot to do with your upbringing. Where you because some of the kids, even some with two-parent homes. I had homeboys that had two parents in their home, but they still gravitated to the streets.
Yeah, I think Ja grew up with a two-parent household too, if I'm not
Yeah, you know what I'm
mistaken.
saying? But they still want to grab because number one reason,
It looks cooler.
yeah, and we want to make a name for ourselves.
Yeah. But bro, you
And
already
and
got a name. It's
and and,
like,
and, and that was my whole thing. I wanted number one, I wanted the respect, and I wanted the hood to know who I was.
yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? But I thank God that He got me out of that, where I was able to go to college and do a whole 360.
Yeah.
Man, LD, let me tell you, I had family members tell me that I'm going to end up either in prison or dead.
Shit. And I think that's that. Hey, look, I think that's what happened to like anybody that was like living that lifestyle
Yeah,
or trying to pursue that lifestyle. Like I think like anybody that I know was told, hey, you gonna end up in this or that.
Yeah.
Guys, this is what we refer
Make
to.
that
Here's
what
the
you
video.
want.
My bad. Let me take it down real quick. Guys, this is what we refer to, the Ja Morant video. If you guys haven't seen it, this is the Ja Morant video.
Or you can make that what you want, and then Buddy Hield kind of respond form of gesture there. You can make that what you want, and then Buddy Hield kind of respond form.
He did that to the whole bench.
Yeah.
Here it is one more time, guys.
Or you can make that what you want, and then Buddy Hield kind of respond form of gesture there. You can make that what you want, and then Buddy Hield kind of respond form.
Yeah, so we're talking about the Ja Morant hand gesture, man. Yeah, man, I feel like you heard him, make that what you want, but he walked by the whole bench and I don't want to say the word, and basically I'm just gonna say blank them up, he blanked up the whole bench. Like, why, bro? Bro, you making that type of money, why?
That was no point. That wasn't a point for that.
It wasn't.
There was no reason for that. But
it wasn't.
Hey, I
Did
understand.
they win the game last night? Did they win that game last night? I'm
I don't know.
I'm gonna look at the score.
I stopped watching it.
All right, I'm gonna look at the score.
But yeah, that was no reason for that. I understand this is a competitive sport, it's a competitive game, but that wasn't no reason for that. Like you said, you're a professional athlete. You getting paid millions of dollars to dribble a basketball.
Right.
You getting paid millions of dollars to win games.
Oh, that's why he did it. I'm sorry, OG. They lost. It was 134 to 125. So he walked by and shot up the whole bench.
Yeah, so
Now
you're on the verge of you're on thin ice of losing your career and losing your paycheck.
Right. All for what?
Want to be a gangster, want to be thug, want to be hood. That's all it's for. Want to show everybody you tough. You don't need to show everybody you tough. You don't got to do that.
You ain't got to do that, bro. We know you rich. You rich. You rich, man.
That's like, I'm not going around here bullying or showing people, I'm tough, I'm the man. No, I'm not doing that. Right. I don't need to do that.
Right.
You don't, LD, you don't need to do that.
True. I might have to though, OG. I might have to slap a couple. I might have to go get Ja and slap a couple.
He might need to be slapped some sense into. But you don't have to do that. You just be who you are. Be who you are.
Right.
And that's it. Be who you are.
Yeah. My boy DT says, like I said, it has no meaning for them, the younger generation. It doesn't have a meaning for them. No. We're talking about the Ja Morant situation. Make sure you guys smash that like button, man. We only got 2 likes, man. Smash the like button. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, Yeah. Yo, OG, man. That's crazy, man. That is crazy.
I just don't understand it, man. I mean, that's just like if I'm owner of the team and I'm signing your paycheck. You're my team captain. You're the leader of my team. I don't need you acting like that. I don't need you to try to be out here in these streets. I don't need none of that. See, if it's me, I wouldn't let you go.
Yeah.
Because I don't need that type of distraction or that type of on my team or that type of look on my team.
Right.
Not the organization anyway.
Right.
I don't care if you are a superstar.
Right.
I don't need that. When you got drafted, when you came into the league, you understood the rules.
Right.
You understood them.
Right.
So now and you going against what we already told you what not to do, but you doing it anyway.
Right.
It's like you undermining my bossness.
Right. True.
You know what I mean? So now, like you said, they investigating it.
Yeah, they are investigating.
And they gonna see, and we just got to wait to see what's gonna happen to them.
Okay, I got a question for you. Let me get to this comment. My boy Sleep or Grind TV says sometimes you do what. I'm sorry. He says sometimes what you do and when you do it matters, and unfortunately, he's done it at the wrong time too many times.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
I gotta agree with that one, bro. That
I
one,
agree with that.
I agree with that one.
What's his name?
Sometimes sleep or grind.
Sleep
Yeah.
grind. I agree with you. He done it. He done it too many times at the wrong time.
Yeah, too many times at the he says sometimes let's read that again. I gotta read that. That was a good one, Sleep Grind. He says sometimes what you do and when you do it matters. And unfortunately, he's done it at the wrong time too many times. Yo, that is facts, bro.
That's facts.
My boy DT says, what's the point of the investigation? Because he's under like you said, he's under a microscope right now because he's done it so many times at the wrong time. He did it at the strip club. He did it, and then he was in a car with his friend posting a video waving that fire. You know what I'm saying? So, and they took his endorsements, they sat him down, told him he couldn't do it, and he's consistently doing it over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? So that is the problem. You know what I'm saying? He can't continuously do that.
He can't.
Yeah, he can't continuously doing that. So yeah, man, unfortunately, like my boy Sleeper Grind says, man, he's done it one too many times at the wrong time.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
OG, question for you, man. Let's switch up the topic for a little bit, man. Do you want to say some closing remarks on that topic, man? Ja Morant, like I do agree, Ja Morant, he's done that one too many times at the wrong time, and I feel like, man, Ja Morant needs to at this point, man. I'm really curious at what needs to be done for Ja Morant at this point, man. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point,
you already got suspended. You already been suspended. What, 10 games without pay?
Yeah.
Now the only thing that's left is to get kicked out the league.
Yeah, and it's coming. I can feel it.
Yeah.
He gonna be, and you know what's so crazy? He gonna be one of the first. I don't know if he was the first, but he's gonna be one of the first dudes that made it and wanted to be so gangster, so hard that which he didn't have to be. And the public is telling him, bro, you don't have to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be one of the people, and everybody gonna tell him, bro, that's the most dumbest dude, that's the most dumbest dude ever. People gonna say that's what people gonna say.
Yeah.
Sleeper Grind says, the time he got into it with the Indiana players, and he had his friends point a laser at their team's bus, really messed it up for him. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, you remember that, OG? Where they said that? I think OG having a connection. OG.
Yeah.
Did you have somebody call you or something?
Yeah. I'm good.
Okay. Yeah. So the time he got into it with the Indiana players, he had his friends point a laser at their teams, and that really messed it up for him. Yeah, that really messed it up for Ja. I'm not gonna lie to you. That right there messed it up. That was the drawing that took. That's the needle that put. How does that saying go, OG?
That's needle in the haystack.
The needle in the haystack was something that broke the camel's back. The needle that broke the camel's back, or something like that.
Yeah, that broke the camel's back. That's it.
That
broke the camel's back.
Yeah. Sleeper Grind says, I personally think he's ready to get out of Memphis. Well, that's the wrong way to get out of Memphis, my brother.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
That's the wrong way.
Ask for a trade
or something.
That's it.
Right. DT said
if he wanted to get out of Memphis, all he gotta do is go ask for a trade.
Go ask for a trade. And that's all he gotta do. Go ask for a trade. Do something. Sit down. Don't play. But he gotta do something. He says, way too talented to be kicked out the league. He just keeps lowering his value. We would never make what he could have made in his career. No, facts, bro. I mean, she's a
Facts.
professional. He's a professional NBA player for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just messed up that he's putting himself in this type of predicament. Hey, DT.
Shout out to Likeable Fellow.
OG Ross, switching up the topic just a little bit. I got a question for you, OG. Jerry Jones says that he don't know who Michael Parsons what is the agent is to make a deal. You know what I mean? He says he knows how to make a deal, and the deal depends on the player and what the player can do for the game. And I'm just paraphrasing what he said, right? What's your take on that? And really, Jerry Jones not wrong for saying like it's not about. Basically, he was saying it's not about who his agent is. It's about what the player can do for the game. Now, Jerry's not wrong about that, but what Jerry Jones is wrong about is saying that he don't know who his agent is. That's the part that Jerry Jones. I would say that Jerry Jones is wrong for.
Bruh, listen here. Jerry Jones know who Michael Parsons' agent is. Jerry Jones know what Michael Parsons done for the Cowboys. Right. Jerry Jones knows what type of player Michael Parsons is.
Right.
Jerry Jones knows. For him to speak publicly and talk about he don't know. Come on, my man. You know, every owner that ever negotiate at the table with their player, with an NFL player, knows who their agent is.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones playing a game. That's what he's doing. He's playing this mind game.
I don't know why Jerry do this, because at the end of the day, he's go sign them. Like he go sign them the day of. You know what I'm saying? So the topic is for today. Jerry, well, this is the second topic of the day. And we're talking about Jerry Jones on Michael Parsons with OG Rob, man. Yeah, man, I'm gonna see if I can find that video. You can keep on going. But this is the news. This is part of the news that broke. It says Jerry Jones doesn't see the urgency with Michael Parsons extension. I'd rather pay more and get it right. That is what Jerry Jones says.
He gonna have to. This Michael Parsons last year up under his contract.
Yeah.
So he gonna have either you don't pay him now, but you gonna pay him later.
You definitely gonna pay him later.
Either you're not gonna pay him, he gonna go somewhere else and get paid.
Yeah.
But either or one or two things gonna happen. You're gonna pay him or you're gonna let him go. If you're not gonna pay him, if you're trying to wait till the end of the season, you better make sure you open up your pocketbook.
Yo, because who is that in Cincinnati? Who is that with the Browns? Was it Myles Garrett that got $40 million a year?
Yeah, Myles Garrett.
Yeah, he got 40 million. So Michael Parsons got to come down there with 50 million a year. You say you want to pay, you got to pay more.
Yeah.
Shout out to Likeable Fellow.
If they don't get a deal done before this year is over with, he gonna have to come off some Myles Garrett money.
Yeah, he's definitely and per his quote, he'd rather pay more than
pay now.
Yeah, to pay now to get it right.
He'd rather pay later than pay now. You might as well go to pay now, go to get him that extension.
Yeah, amen. Well, DT says, yeah, that's an indictment on himself. The GM has to know who all the agents are. That's what my boy DT says.
Yeah. Jerry Jones, you the owner, you the president, you the CEO, you the general manager.
Yeah.
I know you be at the negotiation table, negotiating the price, the money. You dig what I'm saying? You the general manager.
Yeah, you say the buck starts and stops with who?
That and I quote,
He says the buck starts and it stops with him. So the crazy part is he's going to get the job done. He's just Jerry Jones, and he's just it's a headline thing for him. You know what I'm saying? My boy Sleeper Grind says, you want to read this one, OG? Can you read it, or you want me to read it?
I'm sure. What's it say? Wait a minute, hold up. I'm sure he knows who of course he knows who the agent is.
You got to read the comment, OG.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure he knows who the agent is, but he wants them to come look for him. And at the end of the day, it's going to bite him in his ass. Yeah, it's going to bite him in his ass. Period.
Yeah.
It's going to.
Yeah.
It's going to.
I got a video that I'm going to show y'all here. He says, yeah, I'm sure he knows who the agent is. He wants them to come and look for him. And at the end of the day, it's going to bite him in the A. Yeah, it's definitely going to bite him in the A. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
So,
that's Jerry Jones for you. Go ahead.
So if I was the agent, I got to come look for you. You know it's going to cost you more money, right?
And it should.
Because now I got to do the groundwork just to come to you. So now I'm charging.
Here it is right here, and I'm going to get it on.
On top of the 20% I'm going to get, I'm going to tax you another 10%.
Right.
So just pay the man, get this man his extension, give him another $20-30 million a year, and be done with it.
Yeah, man.
Give him extension. Give him extension over 4 years and pay that man $30 million a year.
Yeah. 30. Michael gonna need more than that.
No, he gonna get 100-something million.
Yeah.
But break it down for you, give him 30 million a year.
Yeah. My boy Sleeper Grind says, do you think maybe he's looking at other options in the draft and that's why he's not talking about an extension yet? Rather, he's talking about an extension yet or not. He's probably is looking for other options in the draft, but Michael Parsons is like a dime in a dozen. Like, like that's probably the wrong thing. Michael Parsons is like a rare breed. When Michael Parsons on the field, his number is getting called by the commentators. You see what I'm saying? The defense is looking for where is number 11 at. You know what I'm saying? So rather he's looking for it in the draft, everybody's looking for number 11.
But let's look at the draft. There's really, from what I see, there's really no top defensive end coming out the draft.
They got no, you're right. There is this one dude that I seen that was on the Shannon Sharp
I don't know his name. And so my point is that I'm not trying to demean him in any way.
My bad. I wasn't trying to this is what Jerry Jones had to say. There is this one guy, but he was like damn near like 400 or 500 pounds, and they had him. I don't know his name. You know what I'm talking about? OG, I could probably try to find his name, but he said he don't care who team he play for, long as his name get in front of a jersey. This is what Jerry Jones had to say, guys.
My point is that I'm not trying to demean him in any way, but this isn't about an agent. The agent doesn't have one thing to do with what we're doing when we get on a football field against a team. Micah does. The player does. Does he have good enough health? Does he have enough skill to do what you're paying him the money for? The agent is not a factor here, and I don't know his name. And so my point is that I'm not trying to demean him in any way, but this isn't about an agent. The agent doesn't have one thing to do with what we're doing when we get on a football field against a team. Micah does. The player.
That is what Jerry Jones had to say, man. What's your thoughts on that video, OG?
My thing, Michael Parsons been with the Cowboys going on 4 or 5 years now, right?
Uh-huh.
Look what Michael Parsons have done to that defense.
He's definitely brought it alive. I'll tell you that much.
He was a sack lead on that defense.
Mm-hmm.
He's a monster pass rusher. So what are you talking about, Jerry Jones? What have he not done? What have he not done? He was defensive player of the year.
Right.
So what have he not done to that defense?
Right.
I mean, you got to explain that one.
Right.
When he got on that football field, he was a beast.
Now,
So what has he not done?
Right. I'm Googling him, right? The agent name is David. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'm just gonna say David because I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, right? But when I look up some of his previous clients, he had Deshaun Watson. He got Deshaun Watson a big contract, and he got other clients as well. I'm trying to pull up. I know they said Deshaun Watson was one of them. I'm trying to see his previous clients. Let's see. There we go. What is his background? I'm trying to see. How do I Google? I mean, that'd be crazy, right? How do you Google? I'm trying to pull up like his previous. Previous clients. Go ahead, OG.
Yeah, he knows.
And OG, I know we got to get you up off her soon because I know you got 30 minutes in you. Then you out of there. 30 minutes, OG gonna be gone.
But yeah, he know who his agent is. Yeah,
okay, here it is.
Agent don't got nothing to do when he get on that football field. But Michael Parsons has already proved themselves.
Bro, he got some good company. So Jalen Ramsey, Deshaun Watson, Butter Baker, Michael Thompson, Jordan Love, AJ Terrell, and Kyle Pitts. And some of them are his previous clients.
Yeah.
So he's in good. So you know who that man is, and that man don't want you to get no backdoor offer. Nah. You talk to me one-on-one. Now you can't talk to me one-on-one. That's why I hired this expert so I can maximize the dollars from you, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
Shout out to Likeable
like
Dialogue.
I said, either you go ahead and pay them now, or pay them later, or you got to open up your pocketbook later.
Right. My boy says, do you think he's okay? I think I got that one. He says, if I was his agent, I'm not letting my client re-sign with him, and then he will have to find some alternatives. One thing about Jerry Jones, at that last minute, before you walk away, Jerry Jones go sign you. You know what I'm saying? You say what you want, but at the end of the day, Jerry Jones go sign you. You know what I mean? He go sign you. Look what happened to Dak Prescott. He waited to the day of the football game to finish signing Dak Prescott to a 200 and what was the OG 250 or 240 million?
$240 million.
With 200 and what 30 with 220 of it or 1,000. Which one?
220, 230 something.
Million of it guaranteed. That's crazy. You Dak Prescott, bro. I mean, bro.
And now I don't know if it's true or not, but it's a rumor that the Cowboys thinking about trading him to the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, so I did see those reports, and the only reason why I didn't talk about it because they did come out and say that was false.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't. Yeah. My boy DT says, in response to Jerry, I would say it's a reason players don't negotiate for themselves. Having an agent makes a difference. Jerry wish he could negotiate with players. Yo.
Yeah.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
Jerry Jones said that this is how he got the prom deal done and somebody else deal done, but that was back in the day. We talking new money now. They not getting this money that they getting back in the day.
Oh no, nah.
This is a new millennium.
Yeah,
they got ages.
These are whole different type of football players.
Yeah. Hey Rob, do you remember when Dez Bryant told the story that Jerry Jones invited him to try to renegotiate his contract, and Jerry sat down at a dinner table or something or whatnot. And Dez Bryant goes on to say, Jerry tried to negotiate me with a contract in a dark room. But not saying that he was trying to do like a stingy a slime room or nothing like that. I'm just saying he tried to do a contract with him. But basically, Dez Bryant goes on to say is he said, Jerry, can you go out there and block me on that field? And Jerry said, absolutely not. And Dez Bryant goes on to say, "Well, how do you think that I can negotiate a contract with you? I don't. This is not my expertise. I have people for that. You know what I'm saying? So
because Jerry Jones trying to be slick because he know if they get an agent, somebody that know they got knowledge of contracts, and they read their contract, it's not right, they not gonna accept it.
Right.
Because most players, all they want to do is play football.
Right.
No, they don't worry about the finances or the business part of it. They just want to play football. And that's what a lot of our athletes, our black athletes are naive about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if Dez Bryant would have signed that contract, he would have got screwed.
Yeah, he probably would have. I don't know. He probably would have. Should we open up the phone lines, OG, before we get you up off here, or I'll just put the number out there, and if anybody want to call, you can call. This is the number to call if you want to call. If you want to call into the show, talk some smack to me or OG.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
The number is right there. The phone lines is now open if you want to call in, and we'll give it a little bit because we got to get. Listen, OG he getting in his mode. You know what I'm saying? When OG get the moving around, it's like, yo, you better hurry up. OG finna get up out of here. He about to go to sleep on us.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
So in the meantime, OG, while we waiting on any callers that want to call in the meantime. Actually, I'm going to put that number in the I'm going to copy that number and put it in the thing that's going across. But in the meantime, while people if anybody want to call in, they have the option. Let's talk a little bit about Aaron Rodgers a little bit. So there it is. The number is in the thing in the ticker that's going across the screen. So if you want to call in, you can call in. But so OG, let's talk about a little bit about Aaron Rodgers, right? So we seen footage, we seen the pictures of Aaron Rodgers, in which I'm going to get that on here for you guys. He was throwing the ball to Metcalf, right? DK Metcalf. But he still hasn't signed with the Steelers yet. He still haven't signed to the Steelers. Is the Steelers allowing a behavior, or do you think what's the deal? What's the deal with that? Like, do you think
Aaron Rodgers is weighing his options? That's what Aaron Rodgers is doing. He trying to decide if he wanted what team he want to play his final year for.
Right.
The team that he signed to got to at least sign him for 1 year. I don't see him playing for a team no more than 1 year.
Right.
Now, depending on what kind of money he asking for, that's the kicker right there. What type of money you asking for 1 year?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what team he waiting on, what team he want to play for. Maybe he want to play for the Minnesota Vikings, being the same.
I think that's what he want to do. I think that's what he wants. He wants to go to the Minnesota Vikings, but they told him that they told him no, but then he still kind of got like a hopes for him, and they sort of kind of still left the door open for him. But this is the thing with the Steelers, they're waiting for him. But my whole thing is with Aaron Rodgers, why are you still waiting on Aaron Rodgers when he might not even show up to OTs?
Yeah, but he's a veteran. Veterans, I think they don't even got to show up to OTs.
No, but he needs to.
Yeah, he needs to. Especially if you with a different team, you gotta learn their playbook. You gotta learn the receivers. You need to show up for OT.
Yeah.
You need to show up.
Right.
But we got to wait and see what Aaron Rodgers is going to do.
Yeah, we definitely got to wait to see what he's going to do, man.
If the Minnesota Vikings don't want you, your best option, if the Steelers want you, don't sign that 1 year deal with the Steelers and be done and play your last year in the NFL and retire.
Yeah, and retire.
Play
So here
one
it is
more
right
year
here.
every time.
Here is the picture right here after they was throwing the foot. Aaron Rodgers was throwing the football to DK Metcalf. This is the picture that they took afterwards. I mean, at the end of the day, man, you know. Oh, I took myself off the screen. At the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers is showing them like, hey, listen, y'all want me, but I'm not too for sure if I want you to. It's like a girlfriend, right? A girlfriend wants you to show. A girlfriend wants you to show you. They want you to show them that you want them. And Aaron Rodgers like, man, I got interest in this other girl though. I like you. I thank you for keeping interest in me, keeping hope alive. But I like this other girl down the street. You know what I'm saying? She hit for a little better. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
What they're saying.
Shout out to Likeable
The grass
Dialogue.
is not always greener on the other side.
I don't know. He's hey.
Sometimes
that grass look green to him though, but it might not be greener, but it look green to him.
Sometimes you have to water your own lawn.
Yeah.
In order for the green to get green, for the grass to get greener.
Yeah, nah, that is facts, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But Aaron Rodgers right now, the Steelers will probably be your best option.
Just bro, you know what I'm saying? It's like
I don't see Minnesota coming for a 41, 42-year-old quarterback.
Yeah. I think he's seen what what's his name? Aaron Donald. What's his name?
Brett Favre.
No. The one that was just with
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. Yeah, I think he's seen what Sam Darnold was able to do with the Minnesota Vikings, and he feels like he might be a little bit better, or feels like he can do the same thing.
They still cut him. They still got rid of him.
They still got rid of. But let me ask you a question. Do you think it's fair that they cut him?
That's the only quarterback that took you far as the playoffs you went.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
I don't know what Minnesota Vikings are looking for.
Right.
Or what type of quarterback they think they want.
Right.
But Sam Darnold was the only quarterback that took you as far as you went.
Right. And that is what I'm saying.
You got rid of Kirk Cousins. You didn't want Kirk Cousins anymore. So now you get rid of Sam Darnold. What quarterback you make? Aaron Rodgers? He's a 40-something. He's a 40-plus-year-old quarterback. He only got 1 year left in the league. 1 year.
My boy DT says Justin Jefferson can make any QB look good. Yo, facts. He a beast. Justin Jefferson is a beast.
He's a beast, but you got to throw that ball right to him.
Yeah, you got to throw it to him.
You got to be an accurate quarterback.
Yeah.
You just can't throw that ball in there and expect Jefferson to go get it.
Yeah. You know what, man? I'm gonna be real honest with you. Like, I started watching football probably like 6 years ago, right? And for raw receivers, man, it really makes me shout out to Lehman Marley. What's up? Welcome to the channel.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
I'm gonna say LM because how you pronounce that name, OG? Leon or Lennon?
Lonnie?
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 I'm just gonna say LM. LM, man. Welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, Marley. I'm gonna say Marley. Marley, hit that subscribe button and hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the channel. He says Jets over 5.5 wins, question mark. Falcons over 7.5 wins, question marks. Like John Lennon, from the Beatles. Okay. I'm just gonna say Marty, bro. I'm bad at pronouncing names. I'm not even gonna lie. But Marley. Hit that subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. My boy say he just subbed.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
Hey man, we gotta get him a welcome to the channel, y'all. We gotta get him a welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to the channel, man. I'm gonna start it off, man. Welcome to the channel, my boy. Oh, I'm spelling it wrong. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell, though, man. That's the most important part. Hit the notification bell. That way you can join in on the discussions, man. Welcome to the channel. There we go. He says, what do you think about the two-toed? Oh, OG, I got a question for you. Oh, I'm so glad about this. I got a question for you, OG. He says, what do y'all think about the two totals? About them two totals? Okay, so what do you think about these two? OG, the Jets over 5.5 wins this year, or the Falcons over 7.5 wins? Oh, he's a Bears fan. I think he says Bears here.
I don't know about the Falcons or the Jets.
Oh, my boy is a Cowboy fan, Martin. You see,
I
he got a question mark on them Cowboys.
That rookie quarterback in Atlanta, what's his name?
Oh, yeah. What's his name? I get the name for you. Yeah, man, that rookie quarterback in Atlanta is
y'all better watch out for Atlanta.
Yeah.
Y'all better watch out for Atlanta.
Yeah.
Atlanta Falcons gonna make the playoffs next season.
Oh, yeah, Penix. Yeah,
Penix.
Man. Oh,
they gonna make the playoffs next season.
Look what he said about your Cowboys. He said, dang, cowgirls. God dang. He said about
see, bro, now you starting off the wrong foot.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
You woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Shout out to it's all good, man. It's all love over here, bro.
I'm gonna make this prediction.
Go ahead.
The Cowboys gonna make it to the second round of the playoffs this season.
I doubt that. Hey, listen.
Cowboys gonna make it to the second round of the playoffs this season.
Hey, look, step back and say it one more time so I can make this out of real, and I'm gonna pin this to the profile so we can remember. OG said this. What you say, OG?
The Cowboys are gonna make it to the second round of the playoffs this season.
Hey, y'all, that's what he says.
Watch what I tell you.
Hey, that's what he says.
They will make it to the second round of the playoffs.
Ooh, he said the second round. I don't even get them going to the playoffs. But it depends. It depends. I'm gonna say this: they have to get CD Lamb some help. They gotta get somebody on the other side of CD Lamb. OG, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, they need another receiver and they need a running back.
Yeah,
but they need a quarterback too. But that's nor here nor there.
Yeah,
but they need a running back. They need to draft them a running back, or they need to go in free agency and find them a running back. Yeah, and they need another big receiver to go along CD Lamb.
Yeah, he says that's still one playoff win. DT say, "Ooh, OG, come on."
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
He says that's a low bar, OG.
Yeah, that's okay. That's not. See, we got to go in steps. This is a step process.
Hey, I'm glad you said that.
We already had off season. We had 2 off seasons. So now it's time for us to make it to the second round of the playoffs.
Right. Hey, listen, y'all listen. That's big of OG. Y'all listen, because at least he's saying that they going to the playoffs, right? Because previously I got a video of OG when he says they not going to they either going to the playoffs or they not going to the playoffs. Here's the video.
Yo. OG Bob. The Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. No, they. Oh, wait a minute! Wait a minute! Hey, you know you being biased. No, bro. That's the problem with you Cowboy fans. Y'all biased, bro.
If I was that,
but you a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, I was knocked out.
But you a Cowboys.
That was OG Rob. That's when we first started. Damn, OG, you remember that when we first started that though, man? Yeah, that was crazy, bro. Dang, that's when we came along, bro. Now we can do it virtually now. God damn it, we was like in the room together. It's crazy, yeah, man. But he said they wasn't going to the playoffs, so that's big of OG to say now they going to the playoffs. So hey, man, they go get at least one playoff win.
Yeah, at least one playoff win.
Okay, that's cool. Hey, that's big of OG, man.
Yeah, at least one playoff win. They'll make it. They'll lose in the second round, but they'll win the first round.
Yeah. He says you tripping. He says draft Jenny. He says trade up for Shador Sanders. Dallas messed up giving Dak all that cash. That is true. My boy Sleeper Grind, he's a Seahawk fan. He says even the Seahawks got more hope than the Cowboys. Damn.
Nah,
I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all need a quarterback. Y'all don't
No,
have a quarterback.
they got Sam Darnold. They got Sam Darnold.
Okay, again.
But listen, they need some receivers because DK not there no more. So
Y'all
they in a
think that-
whole rebuilding stage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the sad part, DK Metcalf just signed a 5-year extension, $75 million with the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And now you got traded to Pittsburgh. I don't understand that.
I think he was wanting to leave.
But
he wanted out.
They done signed him an extension for 4 or 5 year extension worth $75 million.
He said Seattle got Devontae Adams. No, Devontae Adams went to the Rams. He went to the Rams.
Yeah, Devontae Adams went to the Rams.
Yeah, he went to the Rams. He says too much money in Dak and Lamb and Parsons. And then my boy DT says, don't even get them started on the Cowboys. We would never get off that subject.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
God dang. My boy says, we back in 2028. Damn, boy. OG, I got one more topic for you before we get you. Y'all know OG, he got some time frames. So I gotta keep him motivated and energy right here. You know what I'm saying? OG, one more topic for you, okay? So do you think it's fair that the NFL is trying to ban the tush push?
The who?
The tush push.
The tush push.
Yeah, the tush push. The what the Eagles do.
The quarterback sneak.
It's not. It's called the tush push. Well, it's not what it's really called, but that's what the media call it, the tush push. You know, when it's 4th and 1, the Eagles they do the push, the shove. Let's just say the
sneak, right?
Yeah, but it's not called the quarterback sneak. It's people call it the tush push.
Well, I don't know what you call it. I know it's a quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
So they should ban it because it's part of football.
Why? Because the defense can't stop it?
That's the reason why. Now the football, listen, football is not football. You understand what I'm saying? Football, the way that I saw it, it's not football of yesterday. Football of today,
the game has evolved.
It's not football of yesterday.
Basketball ain't what basketball used to be from back in the day.
It's
basketball.
Not.
They used to be fighting. They used to fight.
Yes. We talk about fight and get fined and be right back the next day.
Right.
Playing in the game. But they can't ban it because it's part of football. Why would you ban something that you know that's entertaining?
Yeah.
That's as football fans, that's what we want to see.
Right.
That's what we want to see. That what makes the game exciting. When you 4th and inches, when you 4th and 1, 4th and inches, and you want to go for it, that quarterback sneak, that what makes the game exciting.
So what do you think about the tush push getting banned? So you think it should get banned?
I just said no. You can't ban the quarterback sneak.
Oh, gee. It's called the tush push, but it is a quarterback sneak, though. It is a quarterback sneak.
Exactly. So, I mean, I don't know the difference. What's the difference?
But okay, they not banning the quarterback sneak. They just banning that one particular play that the Philadelphia Eagles do, the tush push, when they push Jalen Hurts over the line.
The quarterback sneak.
Yeah, okay, but we can't say quarterback sneak because they not.
Why we can't say quarterback sneak?
Because they not banning the quarterback sneak. They only banning that one play, the tush push.
Okay, but is that the same thing?
He says, I think the way the Eagles do it is different from the quarterback sneak. He says, show him a video. So let me pull up a video.
Yeah, and I don't know what you're talking about, man. It's quarterback sneak to me. I don't know.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy LD,
the kid,
and you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. All right, I'm about to show you a video, man.
Yeah, let me see a video what you talking about.
But you know what I'm talking about, though. Here it is right here. So yeah, this right here. Okay, so
the quarterback sneak. That's what it is.
Yeah, it is a quarterback sneak, but we can't say quarterback sneak because
why we can't say quarterback sneak?
Because it's like you can't say quarterback sneak because they not banning a quarterback sneak. They only banning the tush push. So be quiet, Zoe. I'm sorry. Yeah, you got me. Zoe got me yelling. All right, so look, here's a clip from a YouTube. You see that right there?
I can't see it, right?
Hold on.
Yeah, make it larger.
Okay, let me make it. Okay, so this is not a good video because let me get another video. This is not a good video. Let me find a video and then I'll get it on there because that wasn't a good video. YouTube. Yeah, man. So they trying to get rid of the tush push. The tush push. That's what they call it. The tush push. Oh, okay. You know what I'm talking about. Once I show it to you, you'll be like, oh yeah, the quarterback sneak. Okay, here go one right here. Okay, so let me pause it. All right, I gotta pause, and then so here it is right here. OG, present the screen, share screen. We'll go to YouTube, and then here it is right here, man. Let me make it real big for you, OG.
Yeah, so I can see it.
Pause. No Diddy. Shout out to Like It Without. Is that big enough? Well, damn, that really don't sound right. Is that large enough for you?
Can you make it a little bit larger? I
think this is the large. I gotta press play on the video though. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here you go. Right here. You see that?
Let's fucking go! Come on!
Did you see it?
What? Because they push that player in the end zone?
Yeah.
That's the tush push?
Yeah, that's a tush push. They want to get rid.
I thought it was a quarterback sneak. That's like a quarterback sneak to me. But,
it's like a quarterback sneak, but it's called a tush push.
They've been doing it.
Yeah, he says
they've been doing it.
The Eagles running backs push him from behind. That video is all over the place. Yeah, that last video was over the place.
But listen, they've been doing it. They've been doing it back in the day. They've been doing that. That's
that particular new play.
They've been doing the quarterback sneak, pushing the quarterback. They've been doing it.
Yeah, I think more so with this one is the other NFL players or other NFL teams don't know exactly how to stop it, and so that is why they are other NFL teams are saying, hey, let's this play needs to be banned because it needs to be stopped. There's no health science behind it. There's no health, nothing behind it. They just want to get rid of it because it's unstoppable.
You can't get rid of something that's part of the game. That's what makes the game so exciting. That's what makes the game the way the game is.
Right.
That's like I said, you got 4th and 1, your favorite team, or 4th and inches, your favorite team going for it. What play you think they gonna call? Quarterback sneak.
Quarterback, the tush push for the Eagles. That's what it's called. Tush push. The tush push.
Yeah, okay.
When you get off line, just look it up again. He says, no, sir, they have not been doing it. NCAA banned it when Reggie Bush did it to Lionheart.
We talking about college football. We're not talking about college football.
We talking about shout out to likable outlaws.
OG said we talking about college football. We ain't talking about college football. he meant we ain't talking about college football. We talking about NFL. That's what he meant.
That's what I said. We're not talking about college football. We talking about the NFL.
Yeah.
NFL, you need to leave it alone. NFL, the tush push, the quarterback sneak, that's what makes the game exciting. That's what makes the game go.
Right.
That's what makes us as football fans go.
Right.
That's what makes us so excited that our team got a chance to win.
It's like the tush. Let me give you an example of the tush push for me. But so it's like playing Grand Theft Auto, right? You type in all the cheat codes. The Philadelphia Eagles got the cheat code to get past that first down when it's 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1. You know what I mean? And these other teams can't stop it, and their conversion rate is like 80-something%. Conversion on that 4th and 1 and 3rd and 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man. So I mean, that's really pretty much, man, what we talked about. So OG, I know we got to get OG up off of here, man. But before we get him up off of here, man, we're going to sum up what we talked about, right? So just to sum up what we talked about Aaron Rodgers. We talked about what's the holdup for him. What is the holdup for Aaron Rodgers signing with the Steelers? It's like a girlfriend down the street. He's still waiting for the Minnesota Vikings to come, but he got the girlfriend right in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Also, we talked about Jerry Jones waiting to sign Michael Parsons. He needs to go ahead and get that over with. If not, he says this is what Jerry Jones had to say regarding that.
Know his name. And so my point is that I'm not trying to demean him in any way, but this isn't about an agent. The agent doesn't have one thing to do with what we're doing when we get on a football field against a team. Micah does.
Basically, Jerry Jones saying Michael, he wants to make a deal with Michael and not the agent. He don't work that way, Jerry. I'm just saying.
It do not work that way, Jerry.
It don't work that way, Jerry. And then also, guys, we talked about John Morant in his hand gesture, man, and how, there's an investigation. What's going to come with this investigation? John Morant walked up and this is what he did to the Warriors bench. Let's start that over. There we go. With the hand gesture. Ja, you was just in trouble for this. Stop it, brother. Stop it. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, I'm LD. That is OG Rob, man. And man, listen, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. We'll come back with another one tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, comment, all the above, man. Appreciate y'all, guys. I'm out of here.
Peace.
Outro. Hey guys, that part of the segment was called subscriber questions, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to press the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and don't forget to press the like button so everybody can participate in that, right? Press the like button, please. That helps the channel grow, okay? And listen, don't forget to press that subscribe button. Great show. Thank you, guys. It's your boy LD, and you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Press that subscribe button and stay tuned for more on Likeable Dialogue. Hey, appreciate everybody that subscribed to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell because we don't have set times. We want you to tune in for that very reason. Appreciate you guys.